big wave guy. You know what the fuck. 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 You know what the fuck.
What's good to the channel? Big Wave God made it. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and follow me on IG at Big Wave God so y'all can send me any videos y'all want me to react to. Alright man, today we react to a video called AD confronts Adam for speaking on gangs. Now, a lot of people always got a lot to say about Adam22, you know what I'm saying, the owner of No Jumper, basically speaking on gang culture, even though at this point his whole platform is like, got gangs included into it. It's a part of the development of the show, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't feel it, you know. A lot of people feel like he be perpetuating a lot of gang wars and beefs that's really going on outside of the music. And, you know, he like to use the fact that this is a part of the music. He's asking them what the fans want to know. He asking them what they talk about in the music. And at the end of the day, the artists get on here and say whatever they want to say, you feel me? But people not understanding, like, they looking at Adam, and Adam gets this criticism, let's just keep it real, because he white, you feel me? Because he a white guy in hip-hop, and he has to interact with the gang culture because that is a part of hip-hop, especially on the West Coast where they at. Now, when you start going to the Atlantas and other places where music is popping, it's not heavily like gang induced, even though a lot of guys do have gang ties, but it's more just like street rappers, you know what I'm saying? But on the West Coast, it's like full-blown gang banging. So of course Adam22 has to, you know, interview these people and then ask them about certain things that other media companies such as like Joe Budden's, they don't be liking it. And I feel like it's for the fact that he white. But once everybody start realizing that he has one of the biggest platforms in the game right now and just happens to be white, like, how can he control the music that's being put out? It's not like he controlling it in my eyes. So we're gonna react to this clip of, I guess, AD confronting him. I don't think he gonna really confront him. He probably just gonna ask a question. Y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's get into the reaction.
Let me ask you, are you and people gonna ask you, are you intrigued by gang culture?
Of course.
Why though?
Well, I'm a rap fan, and it's a pretty integral part of rap culture, really. I mean, if you were to not acknowledge the streets and acknowledge gangs, then you would basically like not really understand rap, at least a large percentage of rap. For sure, the shit that I'm into.
Yeah, and then it's like, I mean, for the most part, you know, when you picking these guys that you want to interview, are you picking them because of their street beefs, or are you picking them because you think that their music is dope, or like, what's the criteria?
I think I could go either way, because I mean, look at somebody like Charleston White. Clearly, you don't have to be.
Hold on, let me stop it, because I answered that question. He said, are you picking these rappers because of the street beefs or because of the music? Now, the day and age we live in right now in 2022, most of the popping artists, their music is infused with street beefs. So it's not like they talking about the struggle in their music, but they talking about the struggle as far from like getting shot at, doing drills and stuff like that. It used to be more about like the hustler story, the dope boy that came up and made his dreams come true. Now it's like, it's the savages from the block that's getting on. So in my eyes, what else is there to talk about with most of these rappers? Because that's exactly where their fame and their clout come from, is from them being a demon. In my eyes, I just put it like that.
Or an actor or whatever, like, you know, like Bandman Kevo is like somebody who goes on interviews and gets millions of views. People ain't talking about his music like that. He's just lit.
I've never heard one song from him.
I have heard his songs. It's fine. Like, you know, he does his thing musically too, but it's not why he's famous, right? Like, there's a lot of people who are just famous for their personalities. So with the Tunchi 5 situation, even people saying, oh, he don't have that many views, whatever. Well, number one, he has videos with like 600K, million views, etc. So it's not like he's nobody.
That's good criteria.
But then at the same time, it's like, crip.
Exactly, like, if the artist that's getting these high numbers, 600,000, matter of fact, 500,000 to millions of views, and that's what they talking about, that's the artist that you gonna platform. It's not like they blatantly finding some regular person that's dropping videos with like hundreds of views and bringing them on this platform with millions. No, these are popping rappers. It's not like they just, it's perpetuating the beef, but to me, it's indirect, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't control what come out of these guys' mouth. You can ask them, you cannot ask them about certain things, but then what are you going to be talking about if that's all that these rappers are bringing to the table?
What did Crip Mac have on fucking YouTube before I interviewed him? Like damn near nothing. He had a few people that like uploaded little clips of him talking shit on Instagram and shit.
I've seen, and you haven't like said their name, but I've seen some of the biggest artists in the game like hit up Adam and be like, Crip Mac's a star, and I fuck with him over these.
Actually, literally the biggest rappers in the game.
The biggest rappers in the game, for sure.
I have never heard Kendrick's opinion, but I'm going to assume it's positive.
Yeah. You can name the 5 biggest rappers you know, and they're on that list. And I'd be like, yeah.
Still, the trippiest thing was that I walked into a room that Wack 100 invited me to Nick Cannon's lair.
And Akon.
I walk in, and all of a sudden I'm having a conversation with Akon and Nick Cannon and Wack about Crip Mac. I'm like, this is crazy. I wish I could just pull out my phone and record this, but I don't want.
Even certain situations like that with Crip Mac, like they just said, some of the biggest stars in the game that said that Crip Mac is a star. Now, we know Crip Mac is like entrenched in gang banging, you feel me? Like he got gang tats all over his face and that's his whole MO. But does that mean that somebody can't see his potential and give him a platform? Like that's the whole point of doing music. You trying to get on and trying to get out of your situation that you're in. So on your come up, you have to come on platforms and you're going to talk about what's going on in your own life. And that if that happens to be gang violence and that's the life you live in, then tell your story, you feel me? We shouldn't have to get mad at Adam22 because he white, you feel me? That's the problem now. That's just perpetuating more racism, you feel me? Now, I understand he's highly successful and rich and profiting off of this, and one of the arguments that Joe Budden them has was like, yeah, the rappers are getting money, but like Adam making way more money than even the rappers are making. But it's not his fault that he was early on this type of platform, on creating this type of platform, you feel me? What people need to do is, if they feel like only certain people can speak on gangs and stuff like that, well, then they need to go ahead and start creating their own platforms and make it as big as No Jumper. If you got the business mind and the smarts to make that happen, then make that happen. Until then, we gotta use these platforms for their purpose, and we gotta use the ones that we got. You feel me? So I just feel like it's too much blame when it comes to the speaking on gangs and stuff like that, bro. Rappers are in gangs. Let's get over it. No Jumper is ran by a white man. Let's get over it. It's gang bangers working at No Jumper. Let's get over it. You feel me? What is the argument about here? Like I'm tired of just seeing this argument, and it's only because this man is white. If Joe Budden if Joe Budden ran No Jumper, these conversations would never happen. Even though Joe Budden is not in the gang, he's not a gang member, probably never been in the gang. He wasn't even like a street rapper, but it's because he's black that it would be accepted. I mean, whose fault is it that these platforms are run by white people? They was first to do it.
I want to kill the vibe.
You would have definitely killed the vibe.
I gotta hit up Akon again. Where Akon at?
I want to know what he's up to.
I want to just
he
chill
making
with Akon.
I don't know if he's.
So that was pretty much the end of that video, man. We ended right there. But yeah, I pretty much said what I had to say and what I think about Adam22 speaking on gangs. I don't feel like it's no problem with it. If the guys around him are in gangs and they don't even have problems with it, then how could the world have a problem with it? How could people like Joe Budden and other podcasts have a problem with it? I feel like it's smaller podcasts that's really hating because a white man has a bigger platform than them when it comes to hip hop. And yeah, he got to talk about certain things sometimes, but like they always say, and like even T-Rail said, man, that'd be a small percentage of what goes on this channel as a whole. It got like 5 different podcasts, you feel me? So, hey, man, if that's what the rappers coming up here and they want to speak on, then let them speak, you feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button. This Big Wave guy made it. This your boy Ted. Till next time, we out of here.
I got no problem, so much clothes I need 2 closets. This weed I got is too exotic. I turned a dime into a dime that I got